Hello, hello, peace and light. So first of all, let's get into these earrings, okay? They are like the cutest earrings. I got them from Forever 21. I think, yeah, I got them from Forever 21. And I just think that they are so cute and magical. Anywho, uh, earlier today, after I got out the shower, I was watching a few tarot readings about the month ahead based on my horoscope. Um, I'm a Leo, if you don't know. And basically, the message that I received, well, one message that I've received that I wanted to share with you guys is that divine timing. Okay, let's get into it. I want to start this off somewhere where, we can relate. So, I had a thought. I was like, you know how people would be like, you on your own type time, or, you ain't on my time, or I need somebody that's on my time, or, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own timing. Everybody has their own, correlation to, where they're supposed to be and everything like that. Something that I realized about myself is that I definitely used to try to keep up with the standards of society. Like, you go to school at this age, you have your career at this age, you get married at this age, you have a baby, by this age or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But now that I'm older, I'm 23 years old, and I'm realizing that's not gonna work for me. As bad as I do want to get married and things like that. The way my life is going right now, my heart, my intentions, my focus is really not in that direction. And if I was still on that timeline that I used to go by, then say I want to have a baby by 25, I don't even have a man, let alone a husband. So I don't see that happening within the next 2 years. So basically, when people say, "Oh, I need somebody on my type time," or "You on your own time," because I said this to somebody the other day, I was just like, I'm not on your time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you say you want to do this at this time, then, I take my time out, you take your time out, and we meet in the middle. But if you know what I'm saying, you just saying, oh, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on your time. I'm not on your type time. I have things that I need to do. I have things that I want to accomplish. You might be holding me up. You might be, making me have to make a decision to rush what I'm doing so that I can get to you, so that I can get my stuff out the way. When you decide to meet somebody in the middle, then that is important. So basically, with divine timing and all that stuff, you have your own timeline. Who's to say that you're gonna be doing, this? Let's just say Instagram. Let's use that for example. A lot of people on Instagram are living their best life. We all know this by now. A lot of people, they don't show their struggle. They don't tell their truth. They only want you to see what they want you to see. You can be who you want to be on social media. And so, therefore, a lot of people are basically looking at this like, wow, you might have, like, for me, for example, I have friends that I went to high school with. A lot of them have kids. A lot of them are married. A lot of them, are doing things. And then, here I am. So, a lot of people, that I know or went to high school with, they have kids and things like that. And I used to be the one to be like, oh my goodness, maybe I wouldn't say it or admit it, but deep down inside, I definitely felt that way, that, I felt like I was behind on things. Even sometimes, you feel behind on things, and then that's when the anxiety comes in. That's when the depression comes in. When you start worrying about things that have yet to come, that you're worrying about the future, you're worried about something that hasn't even happened yet, and that really has a toll on you, just worrying a lot, like I said, anxiety, depression, which I'm not going to say all of us have experienced that, but for the majority of us living in this time, a lot of us have, felt a little bit of anxiety or felt a little bit of depression, just from, maybe comparing yourself to people on social media, or just like, like I said, comparing yourself to other people's situations that you know personally and things like that. But at the same time, you cannot base your story on somebody else's story. You can't base you know what your life is going to be like based off of somebody else's. You might say, oh, this is nice, you might want that. It's like, okay, yeah, you say somebody went somewhere, next thing you know, maybe unexpectedly you get to go somewhere even better. Like, you never know what the universe has planned for you, because the universe plans might be like this for you, but you see somebody else plans and they might be like this, and you like, oh, I want that, when the universe really wants this for you. So you have to really just focus on yourself eternally, and do what feels right, do what's best for you. Don't rush things, which is something that I'm learning personally, to just let go of that need to want to have a time frame for everything. I mean, if you have like obligations and things like that, and you have deadlines set up to meet your goals, that's different. But as far as like just things happening in life, like you meeting the right partner, or you having a child, or you you know uh manifesting, a trip or whatever it is, you have to first of all put the work in. You know that. So you have to put the work in, and you also have to let the universe do its work. You can't force it to happen. If it's meant for you, it's gonna happen. No matter if it's now, or no matter if it's a year from now, 3 weeks from now, whatever. I can't tell you how many times I wanted something, and then, I didn't get it, but when I got it was the exact moment when I needed it. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me, or how many times I've went through that, or how many times I've, worried about a bill that I didn't think that I would be able to pay, and somehow some money fell through. I can't tell you how many times money just appeared in my account, like seriously, like just unexpectedly. Checks pop, like meanwhile you're sitting here so worried about something that hasn't even came yet. But if you really truly just focus that energy inwards, and focus that energy on whatever it is, your purpose, um, what you really feel from your heart, not from your mind. If it's like a certain standard to, your, let's just say your job, for example, like if it's a certain title, or if it's a certain, you know, if you're of a certain level or whatever, then that might make you feel good about yourself. But if your heart really wants something else, like your mind is just like, yeah, this is good for me, it suits me well on a three-dimensional point of view, like, it pays your bills and does all that good stuff, but you don't feel happy while you're doing it, or you don't feel happy while you're there, or whatever. But when you're doing something else that pertains to you, and something that you're passionate about, something that you can help people doing, then that's when you know that you should walk in alignment with whatever feels right. And that goes for, a lot of things as well, not just like with a job, but, just like with relationships, like you can't force it. Just set your intention, know what you want. Know what you want. That's very important, to just know what you want, and be very precise, and be very clear about what you want, because you don't want to be saying, oh yeah, I want this man, or oh, I want this girl, I want her to look like this, I want her to talk like this, I want her to walk like this, and then you forget about, I want her to, you know what I'm saying, think on, I want her to be on my type time. So yeah, just be careful with that. um, but just like, to wrap this video up, divine timing, and just following your own timeline, being on your own type time, and you'll eventually run across like-minded people that are on your same type time. Like me, I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people, But at the same time, I'm alone. Like 9 times out of 10, I'm by myself. So and it's just because I'm on my type time right now, and yeah. So, thank you. I love you. Peace and light, and enjoy your day. Mwah.